Welcome back to The Rhode Show. This morning, The Buzz. According to a new report by CNBC, Rhode Island is bad for business. It ranks the Ocean State 49th out of 50 states when it comes to running a business. Now, according to the study, Rhode Island scored poorly in categories like the cost of doing business, the economy, the cost of living here, and the quality of life. Many local business owners agree, and they say they've had to make adjustments just to stay afloat. But some still say there are benefits to doing business in a small state. Take a look.
Hearing from customers day in and day out about, I can only spend so much because I've been out of work for a while, but I really need to send flowers to my mother for her birthday. Stories like that are just every day.
And I have people who I've been doing still for 31 years of my life. So that could be a big asset to me, too.
Yeah, when you build those relationships. Texas, just for the record, was named #1 state for business, and Massachusetts was #5. You know, we've certainly heard this argument before, and the thing that I think is the most infuriating is the idea that Massachusetts, I mean, you know, here in our studios in East Providence, we sneeze and we're in Seekonk. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so just seeing that it's right across the line and that they're doing so well for business, you know, it makes you think, well, why can't we have a piece of that pie?
Sales tax is 1 percentage point lower. I mean, I don't know how much of a difference that makes, but it is. You know, do I agree with the study? All we hear about is the unemployment rate in the state and how high it is. It's in the top 5, I believe, in the country, isn't it? And so this is no surprise. You know, I wish someone could figure out why it's such a. The state is so small, you'd think that we'd have the smallest amount of problems because we'd be able to figure this thing out.
When you have a tiny house, it's easy to keep in order because you keep it tidy.
But something's broken, and there's people that are. Well, hopefully there's people that are a lot smarter than me that know how to fix this. And but it's you know, my father's in business, and he you know, what was considered a mom and pop real estate business that he's had for 45 years or whatever, and he's worked around in Massachusetts.
Have you heard him make kind of the same complaints?
It's like you want to have the real opinion about the way things are going on? We should have my dad on this show. I don't know if that would be a good idea, but he'd tell you really how he feels and how it really is. But yeah, something is definitely broken.
I think it's because we're a small state. It seems like it would be tough to break into a business here too, because so many people are in a routine in Rhode Island. You know, they go to the same restaurants, they do their shopping at the same mom and pop stores. They buy their like the woman said in the video there, you know, she's developed all these relationships, and I feel in Rhode Island, because we're so small, you go to the places where you know people. And also, you know, the fact that we are very close to Massachusetts, so I'm sure a lot of people, when they want to go out clothes shopping and do a big shop, maybe they go up to Boston, or you know, maybe they head down towards Connecticut or something, because we are close to other
Well, here's the
areas.
thing that I've heard from older people. I don't, you know, the generation. We're such a small state.
It's people in their 30s to you then.
Old geezers.
But you know, places like the foundation of Rhode Island businesses, like Ann and Hope, or the Almax restaurant chain. You know, these smaller Rhode Island staples
landmarks. Really, I mean, that's how people give directions around here. You know, the old Ann and Hope, you turn left by that.
That were plastered all over the back of you know, the local newspapers and advertising, or the local TV stations. They're gone and being replaced by these larger companies that have swallowed up the smaller ones. And maybe because we're such a small state, and we knew that's how we knew our state and how we survived on those. I mean, I'm just using those 2 places as specific examples.
By the way, Filene's right there. Seriously.
Jordan Marsh, you know, you could name a bunch of them that are no longer gone, but I mean that are gone. So maybe that's the reason why we haven't bounced back from that yet. I mean,
very interesting, and that is something. You're right. It's happening across the country, and people are saying, you know, we don't like this conglomeration of business while you eat up all the mom and pops and kind of just spit out these big box stores. Interesting perspective, Courtney. I want to throw it over to you because you know, it is frustrating to see that out of 50 states we rank at number 49.
Absolutely. We're talking about that employment-wise, too, you know, being second worst for that and second worst for business. So we're hoping something's got to give soon, and we're talking about it on the live blog right now on foxprovidence.com. And this comment's from one artist. She says, biz climate here is so sad, but she says, but the arts thrive. And Joseph Butera says, no, I'm not surprised by this. Rhode Island is definitely not the state to do business in. I would go to number 5, which is the state of Massachusetts. Here's the poll right underneath the live blog, and we're asking, are you surprised where Rhode Island ranks? A, yes, I thought we were making progress, or B, no, Rhode Island's economy is still struggling. So you can weigh in there, or if you happen to be on Facebook and not on our website today, you can leave a comment with the rest of the folks who are chatting this morning. And Judy Scoos says, unfortunately, I'm not surprised at all. I've lived in this state my entire life, and I've seen many towns and businesses that used to thrive either move to another state or country just to close completely. And Robin Peck says it's pretty sad for an area that was once called the jewelry capital of the world. And Linda Hawkins says, as a small business person struggling to keep my photography business afloat, I am totally not surprised. She says she keeps in touch with photographers in other parts of the country, and it just amazes her how different business is for them. So I will be back at the end of the show with those poll results if you guys are weighing in now to see what the consensus is. But